Good day, my friends. Walter here. It's funny how one project always seems to lead to another one. There's always something to do. Today I'm tinkering with my drill press. I've been having trouble with it slipping. Now I just let off on this spring. That tensioner is rusty as all get out. It's because I left this drill press out in the garage for several years without using it. Just need to put it on the wire brush and clean it up. I've already let the pressure off of it a little bit and pull this in. It needs some lubricant where the motor will swivel better. Swivel over here on 2 bolts. Like they might need loosening up. That's probably the problem. I need to loosen them bolts. But what I need to do is tighten that belt. Now this thing, I can't read the small print up there, but it gives you the different RPMs. I'm not sure what speed you're supposed to run your twist drills or your wood drills, but you change the speed by moving this belt up on one, down on the other one. So it changes the speed of this thing rotating. The other day, well, I'll show you. Let's see. Let's tighten it back up a little bit. See, I can pull it right there to the maximum of its limit. Well, those bolts are slipping. That's what it is. The bolts are loose back there. But there's got to be a way to get more tension on it without running out and buying a new belt. I obviously need a shorter belt. But the other day I wanted to sand something and I turned this thing on and just the slightest pressure would stop it. It would start slipping. Well, let's turn it on. We got time. See how that's stopping? Slightest bit of pressure on it stops it, so it definitely needs tightening up. I bought this drill press from some China tool company that was selling tools here locally in town. I forget what they called them. Nowadays, Harbor Freight's around, got plenty of similar devices. And I didn't use it. I just stuck it out in the garage for several years. Here a couple years ago, when I was designing, doing something down here in the workbench, I dragged it out and decided to start using it. And this drill press is a model ZJ4110, 1/2-inch chuck. Speaking of the chuck, I don't have a right-sized chuck key. I went out and bought this thing over to Harbor Freight, and it's got 4 different kind of chuck keys, and not a one of them fits right. I got another one laying around here somewhere that I've been using. I see the string is broke. But wherever the original chuck key is, it probably lay out in the garage somewhere. Maybe someday it will show up. But I definitely need a 1/2-inch chuck key that fits this thing. I wonder if I could adapt that by grinding this down. That might work. It looks like I could modify this thing right here and make it work. Do that one day when I got some time on my hands. But that's going to be an upcoming project. We'll continue with this more later. It's got plenty of power. It's just that with this belt driven like this starts slipping. It says when it's on the bottom of this one and the bottom of this one, it's going 585 RPMs. Jump it up a notch, 1040 RPMs. Jump it up another notch, 1500. 2150. It'll go to 2600 RPMs up here at the top. And I just set it up here on the workbench today where I could see it better with my lighting. I gotta round up some hand tools and loosen this bolt. These two bolts right here. Let me just turn it around. Yeah, loosen up these two bolts right here. Yeah, the motor's a lot easier to adjust with those bolts loosened up. Famous last words. Oh. Fan belt says there is quite a bit of wear on that fan belt. It's a cheap fan belt. I'm gonna check the auto parts store, Napa. Maybe somebody carries that belt. Let's put on a top notch and see just how fast that booger bear will turn. I haven't tightened it, so it might slip. That joker will move on. What the heck is rattling? I reckon it's that defunker. That thing's got any Zerk fittings on it, I don't know. Got a hole in the top. Where's my rag? The grease is all dried up in it. I think I might have to pull that thing off and grease them bearings. That grease is pretty well dried up to nothing. Anyway, that's going to be some tinkering from time to time. I'd like to get this thing back in top condition. Although that's all I'm going to do today because I'm not going to get distracted too much from my teleprompter project. Thanks for stopping by the shop with me today. This is Walter saying y'all have a good day.